Hello FPL managers, today we'll be discussing the cheapest starting players for the new FPL season. In today's video we have a look over at 5 players that are priced at £4.5 million or less that could be potentially starting for their teams. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to show support for the channel as we try and hit 8k subs by the start of the new Premier League season, and with that being said, let's get into the video. Having a look at the first player on their list, it's Nathan Patterson. The Everton fullback is priced at just £4 million this season in FPL and is a defender with just a 1.3% ownership. Nathan Patterson was quite unlucky last season not to get any starting minutes for Everton, as he was set to come into the side before picking up a nasty injury. Consequently, he missed the majority of the Premier League season, but impressed in stints at Rangers as well as the Scotland national team. In the 2021/22 Scottish Premiership season, Patterson made 6 appearances for Rangers, getting himself 1 assist. Not only this, but his overall performance was impressive enough for him to get noticed by Everton and signed. Furthermore, his performance at an international level was very impressive as well, as in 10 international caps for Scotland, he was able to get himself 1 goal and 2 assists. Considering that Patterson is just 20 years old, these stats are very impressive, and he could potentially earn himself some starting minutes in the new season. With the aging right back Seamus Coleman now being 33 years old, I definitely think Patterson will be stepping in, especially for a couple of games this year, to get some starting minutes. We will have to see how Lampard manages him though, as he is definitely one that has been impressing and has some decent fixtures to make a good start. He faces Chelsea, Villa, Forest and Brentford as his first 4 opponents, so I do think if he can get some early starting minutes this season in that right back role, he could rack in plenty of points. His attacking outputs have been decent enough as well during the previous seasons, so I would be expecting him to get a couple of starting games, and he's going to be excellent value if he can string together some performances at $4 million. Having a look now at Neco WILLIAMS, he's probably the most exciting player on the list, as at £4 million he looks to be nailed to start for Nottingham Forest. Neco WILLIAMS just was recently confirmed to sign for Forest this season from Liverpool, and I would definitely be expecting him to get starting minutes in a fullback role. 13.4% of managers also think the same, as a lot of managers have flocked to get him in since his new arrival. He does have strong enough attacking potential as highlighted in his 2021/22 season stats, as in 7 international appearances for Wales he was able to get himself an assist, and in 14 league appearances he was able to get himself 2 goals and 2 assists in the Championship. So off the back of a very good performance in the Championship last season with Fulham, I would be expecting him to obtain a starting fullback role for Forest. Nottingham's fixtures aren't the worst to start the season, with Newcastle, West Ham, Everton and Spurs as their first 4. Obviously these aren't the strongest from a defensive standpoint, but if you can get any £4 million player that's now to start in a team, he's going to be a good pick. You clearly wouldn't be expecting Forest to get that many clean sheets to start the season, but Neco WILLIAMS is attacking enough to maybe get himself a goal or assist in the first 4 weeks, and his price is likely to rise. So especially for managers that are looking to stack the starting 11 for the new season, planning to wildcard later on, Williams is a great bench enabler. On the contrary, a lot of managers are going for the 5 starting premium defenders, which would of course mean there would be no room for Neco WILLIAMS in their defence. But if you are looking for a triple premium draft or a 4-4-2 draft, I can see the appeal of Neco WILLIAMS. Progressing on to Andreas PEREIRA, here is possibly one of the most exciting cheap players that will be getting nailed minutes. With the transfer of PEREIRA to Fulham officially confirmed from Manchester United, he's going to be getting those starting minutes for them in a central attacking midfield role. So to get any starting 4.5 player, especially in a cam position, he's going to be excellent value. Fulham face Liverpool, Wolves, Brentford and Arsenal as their first 4 fixtures, so there is potential for PEREIRA to make a decent start. In the Brazilian League last season, he made 13 appearances, getting himself 2 goals and 1 assist. So with these attacking returns, this is highlighted that he is a decent bench enabler at 4.5 with decent attacking potential, and he can be a handy addition to the squads if one player is not available. His underlying stats weren't the worst, with a 1.02 xG and a 1.39 XA, but nothing more than you would expect for a 4.5 player. Due to his new signing to Fulham, Andreas PEREIRA has become the 7th highest owned midfielder in FPL, only behind the likes of Salah, Diaz, Son, Neto, Guimaraes and Coutinho. So as far as 4.5 midfielders go this season, I do believe PEREIRA is the best pick, so if you are going for 4 or 3 starting midfielders, I would strongly recommend having this man on the bench. Onto probably my second favourite 4.5 midfielder option, it's Jack COLBACK. The Nottingham Forest midfielder looks to be the second best option for his price and position coming into the new season, only behind PEREIRA. Currently, he just has a 5.3% ownership, as many managers are opting for his alternative, but I do think he's also one for consideration at the same price. He looked to be a fairly nailed starter for Nottingham Forest last season, appearing in 41 out of their 46 matches in the league, getting himself 4 goals and 1 assist. COLBACK did rotate around quite a few positions in his team last season, seeing some speculation that he might come in as a defender for FPL this season. He was playing in a left back / left wing back role and also in the midfield, so it'll be interesting to see where he plays this year. Despite many position movements, his XG and XA stats were okay, with a 1.57 XG and 1.92 expected assists. With a couple of new signings to that Forest side of Omar Richards and Neco WILLIAMS, Jack COLBACK could be on reduced minutes, so we'll have to see how he goes, whether he can lock in that starting position. If he can though, as we've touched on, he's not going to be such a bad asset, as Forest have some okay fixtures for him to maybe get an attacking return in the first 4. Regardless though, if he does string together some starting minutes, he's going to be excellent value at 4.5 and a very solid bench enabler. And as the final cheapest player that could potentially be starting, it's Nat PHILLIPS. PHILLIPS is coming in at £4 million as a defender this season, with just a 0.3% ownership at the moment. Nat PHILLIPS played a loan spell at Bournemouth last season in the Championship and did impress, so as a result he could see a more permanent move to the side of this season. This move isn't confirmed yet, but it is potentially on the horizon, so if he does go to Bournemouth, he's going to be an excellent value pick. Bournemouth were the strongest side in the Championship last season as far as clean sheets go, getting themselves 21, and in his 17 appearances for Bournemouth, he was able to get himself 8 clean sheets. Nat PHILLIPS actually had a decent shots per 90 as well for a defender, with 0.7, and string together 0.3 key passes per 90 as well. Furthermore, his blocks per 90 were solid at 0.5, so if he does go back to Bournemouth, with these stats I would be expecting him to obtain those starting minutes. He does have that experience with Liverpool in the Premier League a couple of seasons ago as well, so we do know what we're going to be expecting. Touching on Bournemouth's fixtures, if he does go there, he's not going to have the best fixture run to start the year, as despite having Aston Villa at home in game week 1, he then faces City, Arsenal and Liverpool. After that though, the fixtures do get a bit more kind, so if you are looking for a 4.0 defender that could potentially be starting, he could also be a nice option. Thanks for watching today's video. If you guys want to become a channel member, then click the join button down below and get featured on the members board at the end of the videos, just like Philip Ash here. Also, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to show support for the channel and click the notification bell. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.